The lumberjack, good for you, my friend. Big bastard, you good? Yeah. Big bastard. Uber driver? Slow down, my friend. Birthday boy. How are you, birthday boy? All right, hot blonde with the birthday boy. Yes, good. Horny lady right here that likes the strippers. All right, good for you. We got Gilbert right here too. That's good. Woo! This is my man right here. Love this guy. Yeah, we go way back. Way back. How are you guys? Come on in. Good to see you. Can we get you anything? Like a watch? I don't know. Heckle and Jekyll? Are you good for you? Good. You guys are great. Like, give you guys a round of applause. You guys are really a great, awesome, good laughers. It's fun. Good food, good people, good booze. And Doogie Howser, what more can you want? Doogie, did you get a girlfriend?
She saw him dancing, she got turned on.
Doesn't mess around. Holy shit, you just went for booze, you came back with a chick. Chip off the old block.
I told you, man.
You're not dating Doogie?
Yes, she is.
Wow, you just threw your voice into that guy's ass. That was amazing. Wow. Well, hey, Doogie, you can hire a professional dog walker now. Did you know that? Someone that'll walk your dog if you pay him, right? I'm thinking, why don't you get off your ass and walk your own damn dog, right? And then I hired one of these people. I don't even have a dog. And now I got someone that walks behind me and picks up my shit. It's awesome. Are you guys ready for? You guys are gonna have a lot of fun. Are you guys ready for your next act?
Yeah.
Make some noise.
Whoa, yeah.
So this lady's been on David Letterman. She has been on Sirius XM quite a bit, and she has a podcast called Paranormal Karen. Please give it up for Karen Rontowski.
They were great, right?
Yeah.
This is the best backyard in Wilmington I've played in a while. I'm so glad we put the tent over here and not by the fire where it's warm.
Yeah.
That would have been a mistake. Everybody warm and happy. That would have. I never got. Karen, what are you doing to get a hat? I should have brought a hat. I didn't bring a hat. Happy birthday. Nice to meet you and your gorgeous wife. She's lovely, right?
Thank
Good
you.
for you. He told me to call you Froggy. I don't know what that means. I'm always suspicious of the guy that comes in from the outside, sits by the fire, and starts giving orders. So this is good, folks. You got to drink. You got to laugh. Life is too hard. Let me tell you all how bad my day was. Woo! My kids were so bad in Walmart today, I actually pulled a fly swatter off the shelf and I spanked them. And just as the fly swatter hit their ass, I thought, I don't have kids. What the hell am I doing? That's so stupid. I don't have kids. My boyfriend just broke up with me. He said he wasn't feeling effusive about the relationship. And I was like, what a jerk. Making me look up words. I don't know what that means. And then I went out with a guy who said he didn't like women who were fragile or vulnerable. So I stabbed him. I think he'll call again. I don't want to get married. I'm not against marriage. I think the problem with it is some men live for years. You know what I mean? If they were like goldfish, I'd be in. But you can really get stuck, right? I don't know. I don't understand the internet dating. For some reason, men email me naked pictures of themselves, right? And they're very casual. Hi, I'm Phil, an architect from Cincinnati. Thanks for taking the sexy out of tube socks for me, Phil. I'll never get that back. And then other men email me and they say, hey, can you send me naked pictures? And I say, sure, meet Phil. He's an architect, and he likes square dancing, and Mom walks on the beach. And I know I shouldn't even be allowed on the internet. I don't know how to use it, right? Like the other day I was watching Netflix and that sign came up, the one that says your credit card is about to expire. So now I have to figure out how I'm gonna tell my neighbor her credit card is about to expire. And I can't spell, and autocorrect is not helping. Have you ever typed an email and then looked at the screen and the spelling was so bad you thought you might have had a stroke? I joined Al Qaeda? No. I made chili, that's not even close. I can't spell, I got a printer. Now your printer comes with its own email address. You can email your printer from anywhere and it will print. Yeah, I don't need that. So I gave it to my parents and didn't tell them. So now I email it randomly to print things like, you should send Karen her inheritance now. Sincerely, God. And then my father called and said I got a message from God. He said Karen doesn't deserve shit. And teach her how to spell inheritance. And who's Phil? That's my parents. They're getting older. I'm trying to get them into assisted living for their own safety, because if they don't go, I'm going to kill them. They think they're funny. They have matching "Do Not Resuscitate" t-shirts with little arrows pointing at each other. I know my whole family is nuts. I remember my aunt, she used to make embroidered inspirational pillows. Yeah, one day she smothered my uncle with one of them. The last thing he saw coming at him was, today is the first day of the rest of your life. She was mean. She used to try to curse people. She used to try to give them the evil eye. But unfortunately, she had a lazy eye, so she just kind of spread it all over the room, and no one was really cursed. Everyone just had a little trouble parking. And my whole family, we can't remember anything. Is anyone else having that trouble all of a sudden? No memory? Right? Like the universe expanded too fast and our little brains couldn't catch up? The other day, I put on an old coat, I reached in the pocket, there was like 70 Kleenex, some Pop Rocks, and some Vaseline, and I thought, I don't even want to remember what happened there, because that probably didn't work in my favor, whatever the hell that was. I can't remember anything. The other day, I went to get a facial, couldn't remember if it was a facial or a massage, and the facialist walked in and said, "Why are your pants off?" And I said, "I don't know." The dentist asked me the same thing. Everyone's so nosy all of a sudden, right? I can't remember anything. I get confused. The other day I was sure the aliens had planted a tracking device in me, but thank God it just turned out to be a loose Frito in my underwear. So now I have to figure out why the aliens are putting Fritos in my underwear. It's terrifying. I don't know. I think we're all under too much pressure, right? Life is too stressful. I have a friend in perfect health, terrified she's going to die of cancer. I said to her, "Don't worry about cancer. My God, have you seen your driving? You're going to die in a ball of flames. Relax." But you can't be stupid, right? I ride a bike in Los Angeles. That's very dangerous. But I have a whole safety outfit, and my friends say I look ridiculous. But here's what I figure. People don't think twice about hitting a 50-year-old woman on a bike, but no one wants to kill the last unicorn. What's going on there, sir, with your shirt? Are you all right?
This guy's so cheap, he doesn't buy a heater.
Okay, this is cold. All right, that got weird for a minute. It was.
He must be a unicorn.
You see, I thought he was in a straitjacket. Probably not the first time. Are you recording him in a straitjacket? That's a weird memory. Here's my friends, here's my family, here's this guy. I thought he was in a straitjacket. This is a odd house. It loops around. There's like pictures. There's a bazillion pictures in there. Is that all your family?
Yes.
Do all those people? How many people live in this house? I forgot. I'm also working for the census. So, that's why I get you to, and I tell some jokes.
All
and
of
then I'm
us.
like, how many people live in this house? I don't know why I asked you that. It was weird. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you do for work, Froggy?
I'm an electrician. That's my BA over there, Gary.
Oh, he's a BA?
Yeah.
He's a bastard? Speaking of bastards. No one is safe. No one is safe. That's I'm not a kid person. In fact, I'm the lady that flies with her dog. You ever see me in the airport? Everyone gets upset because I'm flying with my dog. I say people need to carry a doctor's note to explain why they're flying with children. That's what I say. You know what my dog has never done? He's never sung the theme to Frozen the whole entire flight. He's never done that. Oh, there you're back. Okay. I feel like I can't tell any more jokes if he's not here.
No.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
What's going on in there? Well, he didn't even turn on the light. That's- Oh, but he didn't turn on the light. Now I'm worried about it. Now I'm worried about everything in there. That could be an issue.
There's more people living there.
Are there more people in there? Is he bringing them water?
I'm back.
All right, that's fast. I feel like I'm in some sort of time warp. I don't know what's going on. So I love my dog. Are we dog people?
Yeah.
Right? I would marry my dog. He reminds me a lot of my ex-boyfriend because he's not pulling his weight financially. And they're both afraid of the vacuum. I don't know. That's my ex-boyfriend. Guys, don't get upset. I make fun of men, but don't worry. Always remember, it's not the size of the boat that matters. It's the size of the penis that matters. I don't know who's talking about boats. I noticed you didn't laugh at that joke. Doogie! Are you Doogie? I was sitting right there. I didn't even see it that far. You're the guy that's too young to drink, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are you drinking right now?
Fine.
Well, I'm not. Call the police. I know. Are you in college? What are you studying?
Political science.
Political science. Wow. That'll get a wonderful waitering job. That'd be what are you going to do with that? What happens after you graduate?
Join a law firm.
Oh, you're going to join a law firm. Wow, that seems ambitious. But you're not going to be a lawyer? You haven't figured it all out yet, right? Okay. That's good. How about you, big guy? Are you an electrician too?
No.
What do you do?
Oh, no. Nothing right now.
Or nothing? Is that a government job? Are you unemployed? What's going on?
No, I'm disabled.
Oh, are you disabled? You collecting money? Good for you. That's the job I want. I usually ask my ex, people are like, yeah, we should give her disability. Get her disability.
He's a BA.
So he's a BA like that? What's BA stand for?
Bastard.
Badass?
Badass.
I hope you people never work on the electricity in my building.
That's your guy.
So we got electricians. And how about you, my friend? What do you do? Is this scary? Do you not know?
That's her husband. That's her husband. They're both on disability.
Oh, are you? What are you retired from? Are these guys retired? Everybody. You retired from everybody? All right. Do you guys know each other? It seems like I'm familiarity.
That's the next one.
Is this a homo?
What's the next one?
Someone give that poor man a sweater. He's not gonna be all right. Oh my God, I gotta remember my act now. This is, folks, enjoy yourselves, have a drink. We laugh at Doogie and Froggy. And listen, don't worry. I know you guys all look up here and you see the bright lights and the fancy clothes. And you say, who is she to tell us not to worry about things like money when she looks like she's rich? Right? Performing under a tent in Wilmington. Looking like all her dreams have come true. She must have a lot of money.
Oh,
And you guys would be surprised. I don't.
Oh, God. That's great.
Right? In fact, I am $90,000 in debt and I don't have a care in the world because that's what you do. You get so far in debt, then it's fucking Visa's problem, not yours. Right? Shame on them for giving me that credit. I think someone should be fired. And I haven't paid my credit card bills in over a year. But they still send me one every month. And you know why? Because those people believe in me. That's right, they think I'm going to hit it big and pay them back. They care so much they even called me at home. They said, Karen, could you send us just a little each month? And I said, no. But don't worry, I've already forgiven myself. I won't let this affect my self-esteem. Then my bank called, told me I had insufficient funds. I said, I know, thank God you gave me all those checks. Right? Santa here? It's all how you look at things, folks. It is. You got to think positive. You got to think outside the box. For example, I celebrate Halloween in August because when you show up at someone's house at night wearing a mask in August, you get better shit. See, think outside the box. You're driving home late at night. Afraid you're gonna fall asleep at the wheel? Drive on the wrong side of the road. Let the cars with the horns from the other cars keep you awake. Everyone likes to help. That's how it was tonight. I was driving, I was looking for your house, I couldn't find it. Some guy pulls up next to me, goes, "Hey lady, your lights aren't on." And I yelled, "Don't worry, neither are my glasses." Travels. Oh, but you gotta be happy. I remember when I was a little girl, you know, my dad, he would give me advice. He would say, Karen, happiness isn't getting what you want. Go away. See, and I learned from that because I love what I do. I get to travel all over. I've been a lot of exotic places like Fresno and Bakersfield, Gardena. Oh, you know where I was? I was just in Wyoming. Be very careful driving in Wyoming. I couldn't even see across the street because the air was so thick with boredom. And then I was in a place called Elko, Nevada. Oh my God, if you guys get a chance to go to Elko, Nevada, pass up that shit right there. I met a woman, she said she moved her from Montana. I said, why? She said, the Lord sent me. I said, have you been outside? The Lord has never been here. You must be the scout. I stayed in a horrible hotel when I was there. My dog jumped off the bed and rubbed his butt on the rug. And all I could think was, now I gotta wash his butt. Then I was in Reno, Nevada. Very exciting when I was there. The police went on the news. They were looking for a woman who had stolen a baby out of the hospital. And they described her as being over 400 pounds and wearing hot pink stretch pants. And immediately my heart went out to the pants. And then I got thinking, maybe she's a criminal genius. 400 pounds in hot pink stretch pants? Who'd notice a baby? You know, this time he was getting the jokes a little faster than this time. And you even got help from behind.
He's from Vegas.
Oh, are you from Vegas? Oh, wow. I'm going to be there next week. I don't care. Vegas is great. People go, oh, there's going to be gambling, drinking, hookers. Let's bring the kids. So I'm a vegan. Any other vegans here tonight? Are you? Wow, oh my God, this is amazing. We're way over count. Are you really? Do you know what that word means? I just wanted to be a part of the show. I became vegan when I found that was the fastest way to bug the shit out of everyone around me. I don't know why people are so upset at what I'm not eating. Oh no, the vegan's coming to dinner. We're going to have to get some pixie dust and leprechaun shoes. What does she eat? Sunshine and puppy smiles? Is she going to be okay? I said I was vegan in Texas. I don't know if you've ever been to Texas. They have a saying there, and it goes, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and someone will shoot you. And some guy yells out, hey, that's not American not eating meat. Hitler didn't eat meat. And I was like, well, he ate dairy. And he tried to kill all the Jews. That's the two differences between me and Hitler, right there. We're both average painters. But it's not my job to tell you guys what to eat or think. My job is to make bigger mistakes than you do so you can laugh at mine and feel better about yours. And I'm very good at my job. Have you ever asked someone when the baby was due and they weren't pregnant? Like, yeah, guys hate that. Only the women got that joke. That was weird. Have you ever gotten a phone call that was a wrong number and just for a minute you think, maybe this is the right number and I have multiple personalities? Some guy called me. We wanted to see if Mary enjoyed her stay at the Bellagio. I was like, Mary went to Vegas, she has all the fun. I know. I had got a phone call the other night in the middle of the night, but there were so many numbers across the front of the phone, I had to answer it because I thought this might be from the future. Turns out it was a Japanese robocall, so either I have breached the time-space continuum or now I own a timeshare in Nagasaki. One of those things happened in the middle of the night. So I quit drinking. I always say the wrong thing. My neighbor comes over, he's wearing a sweatshirt. On the front of it, it says, I believe in the right to bear arms. I said if you were serious about that, you'd be in a tank top. No to this side of the room? This side. That's my neighbor. My neighbor owns all kinds of guns. I don't own any guns. One day I asked him how come he had so many. You know what he told me? He told me we all should have a gun in case we need to overthrow the government. Right? If we need to overthrow the government, a lot of you people are going to have to start getting in shape. I don't know if you've been down the cheese aisle at Walmart, but the rebel army has let itself go. I mean, I do a little yoga, but unless we're going to overthrow the incense and throw pillows, I don't think I can help. That's my neighbor. My neighbor owns one of those drone cameras, so he can fly it up and look in my second-story window and see me naked. So now I don't have to stand there waving. I lost this side of the room. I don't know what happened. Very sad over here. I think it was the minute he put his arms in the sleeves. Changed the whole vibe of that tape. I know what it is. Let me help you guys out. Here's what's going on. It's been a long night of drinking and fun and whatever. We need a little break, and then I'm going to get a little weird. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give this side of the room, you guys over here, a rest. And tell a joke to these guys over there, all right? And then I'm going to give these guys a rest and tell you guys a joke. And then we'll all be refreshed and we'll be able to start again. So you guys take a minute, rest your eyes, or think of something you're grateful for. I will be right back.
We're waiting.
So the other day, I was gathering berries.
I'm gathering.
And I says to myself, If Chinese Ambassador Ji Jiajing, Chinese Yo-Yo Ma, and actor Charlie Young Fat had a baby, they could call it G, your ma is fat. Awesome, you guys messed up a minute. I'm gonna tell this time over here a joke. So the other day, I was gathering berries. Have you guys heard this? All right. And I said to myself, if Dan Rather, Fuzzy Zeller, and Colin Powell had a baby, they could call it Rather Fuzzy Colin. I know they didn't get that. Now I'm bring everyone back together. I'll bring everyone back together. If John Madden, Joe Pesci, and Dennis Rodman had a baby, that'd be the ugliest fucking baby ever, wouldn't it? See, now we're all together. Now, this is terrific. Now I think we can get a little weird, right? Are you good? We'll get a little weird. I'll go slow. Okay. Here we go. I am a procrastinator, and I bought a slow cooker. Dinner will be ready in June. All right, good. We'll keep going there. Okay. I believe in karma. So when there was a 2-year-old in front of me on the plane, I kicked his seat the whole way. I wonder if somewhere there's a society of dragons, and in all their restaurants they have pictures of Chinese people on the walls. I'm going to get some plastic surgery. I'm going to have my eyes done. I'm going to have them both put on one side of my head and then continually ask people if my hair looks all right. I never wear a cowboy hat because it makes me look like an old stripper that doesn't know it's over. I only buy things in little tiny trial size and then giant warehouse Costco size. And then I do mushrooms and pretend I'm Alice in Wonderland. Is this too weird for you guys?
No.
Is that okay? The other day, there was the laziest bug on my ceiling. It just sat in the same spot all day long. And I wonder if it was thinking, the other day there was the laziest woman on my couch. I was on a flight to Canada and there was a fly on my plane and I thought, that fly doesn't know he's flying. My last name is Gronkowski, and there's a football player named Gronkowski, and I think someone should have told me, because one day I was jogging by a bar, and I thought everyone was screaming about what a great tight end I have. Okay, this one is hard, you have to focus. Adeline. Come on, Adeline. Adeline is going to be doing 10. You can go ahead in, Adeline.
That's Eric.
Oh, that's Eric. Eric did that very well. That's a nice way to get in with the boss. Does Eric work for you, or is
He works at In-N-Out.
You works at In-N-Out at the
Yeah.
hamburgers?
Yeah.
And who's Adeline?
Alan's a nurse.
Are you a nurse? But how are you in relation to the family?
In-N-Out.
Oh, that's your daughter. Okay. And do you live here too? No, she's a girl.
She's in this room right here. She's a
They
nurse.
live in the garage?
Yeah, she's a garage.
Is anyone from the East Coast here? Anybody from the East Coast? No? No one? All right. We have to teach you all. Garages are for cars. No one in California knows what a garage is for.
They're Mexican.
Right?
They're Mexican.
They're Mexican?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Second house.
It's a second house. Okay. didn't know that. Really? Are any of those people in the
I
picture?
read it to you.
There's a picture in there. It looks like a high school
I read to
yearbook.
you.
There's a whole class of 1990. They live in Wilmington on D Street. A lot of people. I hate people. What was I saying? Oh, we were doing the weird stuff. Okay, everyone focus. This one is hard. I am going to open a philosophy gym and call it the Y.
Why not?
I'm going to open a
Why not?
gym for overweight English people and call it Downton Flabby. I lost you on these jokes. Okay. Hang on, I'll try and find a dick joke. That's the only thing you laughed at, sir. The whole time. I was up there. I don't know how to decorate my house. I put a sticker on my bedroom door that said, anything is possible. Then my boyfriend put a sticker on the headboard that said, the door is a liar. All right, here's my list. They're a little young? Does that matter to that joke? I can't remember. Oh, they're not getting?
They don't get
Are
it.
you getting them jokes? What was the joke? I can't remember. Oh, you think they don't know about sex?
They won't
Oh,
put-
they're laughing.
They won't put a sticker on the front door.
Oh, they were putting a sticker on the front door. I'm thinking the front of the room's confused. I think the back's, yeah, okay. I don't know what we're talking about. Do you know what we're talking about? No, it doesn't matter. All right, here's one more. No, I got two more weird ones. This one's very controversial. No, it's not. I don't know why Bruce Jenner wanted to become a woman after living with the 5 worst examples of us. Yeah, see, one woman got it. That's a Kardashian joke. That's a good joke. They didn't get that joke, and now I'm hearing someone's using a buzzsaw at 10 at night. Who's sawing? Did you hear that? All right, we gotta get back on track. I had you and I lost you. Is that the people in there? Are they building a canoe? What's going on? Oh, they're building another house in your house?
I'm ready to
inside the garage.
investigate.
You don't hear this buzzsaw? Right? You got a serial killer for him. That's what's going on over there. He's dumping the body.
Chainsaw Massacre.
So here's my last weird one. I had a dream the other night that I was in the library with the dog, a whisperer, the ghost, the whisperer, and the horse, the whisperer. And then Helen Keller came in and told us to shut the fuck up. You guys are very, very nice. This is definitely the best backyard I've ever played in Wilmington.
You're great.
You guys-
Yeah, you're great.
Well, good. I hope I brought some joy or laughter or something to your life. And you know, no matter what you do in life, remember this. I remember when I was a little girl, my dad, he would give me advice. He'd say, Karen, always be proud of yourself. Always be proud of yourself no matter what you do, because there's always going to be some jerk standing there cutting you down. That's just how your mother is. I know, my parents hate each other. I don't know why they're still married. I told my mother she wasn't thinking positive, so she joined a widow's club. I know, they came out to visit me for a month. Oh yes, the people that gave me life came to suck it right back out of me. Have you ever tried to take a stroll down memory lane with your parents talking about your childhood, and after listening to them for a few minutes, you're like, were you even there? What the hell are you talking about? I'm like, hey, Ma, do you remember on my 10th birthday when I cracked my head open on a rock? And she's like, oh, I remember a duck got in the car. And then my father's like, that wasn't a duck, that was your Uncle Andy. Someone yelled, you want a beer? He thought they said the aliens are here, and yelled, they're gonna probe my ass, everyone duck. And that's when the duck got in the car. And my father is so cheap, he worries more about money than death. He left this message on my answering machine. Karen, your mother and I are going on vacation. Now, if we die on vacation, don't fly the bodies home. The airlines are going to try and stick it to you with the price. You cremate the bodies and you mail them home. There's a flat rate priority box. Your mother will say it nicely. I prefer a bubble envelope. So if you don't hear from us for a while and you get something in the mail, open it carefully. It's either your dead parents or some fudge. It will be a surprise. We're kind of a scary family. You know what? So you all know, if you want to listen to a podcast, if you like scary things like ghosts and stuff like that, my podcast is called Paranormal Karen. I talk to all kinds of paranormal experts. I ghost hunt. You know what I do during the day? My job, I read tarot cards. That's my job, right? And that's a hard job because people don't want to hear the truth. Just the other day, I told this woman, you need to leave that man, he's crazy. And she said, I know, but he's still your father. And I ghost hunter, right? Don't be afraid of ghosts. Ghosts are just energy. They used to be able to turn TVs on and off all the time. But now they just stand around the 3 remotes going, I don't know which one it is. And everywhere I go, people go, Karen, you gotta go to this hotel room. It's haunted by a woman that died in her wedding dress. Karen, you gotta go to the train station, haunted by a woman jumped in front of the train in her wedding dress. Karen, you gotta go to the store. It's haunted by a woman trying to buy a wedding dress. Ladies, do we need more reasons not to get married? You know a phone call I never get? Karen, you gotta help us out. Our house is haunted by the ghost of a single woman that had a great career and no kids. Never a problem. And people always say to me, Karen, can you teach me how to ghost hunt? And I tell them, it's very easy. You go to a haunted place and you turn on a tape recorder and you have the same conversation that married people have during sex. You say, could you make some noise so I know you're here? And do you feel anything? And a very cold presence has entered the room. And people give me haunted objects. I own a lot of haunted objects. Right, there's a ghost. Hold on. I own a lot of haunted objects, you know. Like someone gave me a haunted mirror. It's a big mirror. It stands on its own. It's not a kind mirror. Right? Ladies know what I'm talking about. Kind mirror in the nightclub with the soft lighting makes you look very young and pretty. This is a mean mirror. Mean mirror makes you look like what you look like. So I don't like the mean mirror. I push it to the side. A friend of mine comes over. She's a medium and alcoholic. And a life coach. And she says, you know, there's a little boy looking at you from the other side of that mirror. Isn't that creepy? I hate children. I do everything to child-proof my house. I have pills and sharp objects everywhere. Power tools, Tide Pods, whatever it takes. So parents never bring them back. So now I have this. Here's what I found out. I found out mirrors are actually portals to another time. So I said to my friend, where did you get that mirror? He got it from his grandma, who got it when she worked in an elementary school in the 1920s, which means somewhere back in time, a teacher says to a student, what are you looking at? And the kid says, I'm not sure, but I think it's a naked lady pulling Fritos out of her underwear. Thank you very much. Happy birthday.
Yeah!
Karen Rotowski.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, girl. You guys have a good time?
Yeah!
One more time for Jeff Capri.
Whoa!
How about the Uber driver?
Yeah!
Heckle and Jekyll. The horny lady. The big fucker. The guy that needs a drink. My good friend Gilbert. The birthday boy. Ladies and gentlemen, Doogie Howser. I'm Jay. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you! Hey, thank you, Jay. Thank you. We appreciate Karen, Jeff. We appreciate everybody. Anyway, we're gonna bring out the cake and wish Manuel a happy birthday. How's that? All right.
You have to turn it off. What time is it?